It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And we are going to rank the best pink diamonds. Yes, we're going to rank them all. The market is down on pink diamonds right now, like a lot. So I think this tier list should benefit a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all been asking Carl who the best pink diamond is, who's that best pink diamond, that pink diamond. And I will go over everyone, I think. But if I go over that, it'll be too, I'll be making 30 videos about the market. But yeah, and obviously I'm not gonna include everybody. Like cards like Brook Bum Lopez or Swin Natar, who have awful releases, 67 speed, 40, absolute freaking bums, or even that Rod Strickland they just dropped. I'm not gonna waste y'all time the same way 2K wasted your time. Like, you're at work, you at school, you don't want your time wasted. And looking at their stats right now, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And the same goes for Lamar Bum Odom. That man, what Stephen A. Smith would say, oh my god, that loud foam is on crack. But yeah, let's get into the tier list. Let's go and let's get ranking. Okay, let's get freaking ranking. So we got Maurice Lucas. Hear me out here, and people are not gonna agree with this. What does Maurice Lucas, what does Giannis do better than Maurice Lucas? Like, I mean this on the bat. For people that love Pink Diamond Giannis onto the Kupo, I could easily put this Maurice Lucas S tier. This Maurice Lucas has a way better jump shot this year. Has almost the same wingspan. He might have a lower standing, that has the same driving dunk. Be with balls similar. He has close in defense. Honestly, I want to put this card in S tier. He does everything. DJ also lower base, which is actually, it's a fairly nice release. It is literally, Maurice Lucas is what Ty thinks Draymond Green is in this game. And personally, in my opinion, I'm going A tier for borderline S tier from. I think you got it. I think I'm going S tier from. I'm not even. I don't even think I'm going crazy. I think on paper, this Maurice Lucas is very underrated in this game. I think he's complete. He offers everything to play small for. I think he's very complete defensive small for. He reminds me of Dennis Rodman, but better. I like as a pink then. This card's really good overall. Draymond Green, F tier. The card absolutely stinks, and he doesn't play in this game overall. Victor Wembanyama, we don't got to spend much time. He is the GOAT of GOATs. Everybody knows Wemby is the GOAT, so we don't really got to discuss Wembanyama much. Chris Bosh is awful in this game. I'm sorry if you ever heard a person make a tier list and say he's good. You wasted your coins. You lost UMT. He sucks. He sucks. Rob Boone has DeMar DeRozan and his base. He has a few couple SIGs. He's interesting. He has Devin Booker dribble style. I put him in C. I gotta know more about his game though. He has some nice overall SIGs for a card. I gotta just know more about his game though. I'll put him in C tier. I can't go higher than that. I just don't think I can go higher than that. Cade Cunningham, I probably go B tier for this version. Like, you still badge him up. Cade Cunningham's gonna hoop for you for a gym of the game card. He's gonna hoop, so I don't even mind him. So yeah, I'm going B tier for Cade Cunningham. True Holiday. You can get True Holiday right now for 12K MT. And he is so good for BT. Like, he is actually so good for 12K MT. Has a smooth release. I think he has a nice dribble. Like, overall, good player, amount 6'5". You can get that for that price. Is crazy. Really good value. Tracy McGrady is awful. Card absolutely stinks at this point. I just put him on this list because, people might run him, but I don't know why he's outdated, doesn't cook. And Jim Caldwell, I'll probably rank his C tier because he lacks in certain things, but he has John Wall base, which makes him interesting to say the least. He's a very interesting card, but he's 6'5" a little bit. That's why he can't be rated that highly. But overall, I'm going like that. Wesley Matthews up next. I'll put Wesley Matthews in B tier. I like Wesley Matthews. 6'5", has a good jumper overall. I think he is really good in my team. And he does, like, he's 6'5", but he got a good leaner. I always love that Rui Matthews, so I know that Pink Dime Matthews is going to be a beast. Brian Beck was interesting until I saw the jump shot. Like, I actually didn't even mind this card. Stat-wise, he looks like a beast, but I did his jumper. Oh, it's baited. I'm probably going D tier overall for Brian Beck. Jumper is just baited for Brian Beck, but it kind of sucked. He was like a new card. De'Aaron Fox at this point, probably go D tier for De'Aaron Fox. He's just not that great in my team. At this point, I feel like there's way better cards. De'Aaron Fox dribble style is really not that good anymore. It's just not going to cut it. Kevin Durant up next. For the price, you can get KD now for 80K. I think you got to put KD in S tier too. Just for the value. Like, I want to say A tier, but for the value, what KD does on the court, He's gonna provide S tier quality. Like, I love that pink diamond KD. Always using him. He's a beast. I don't know what Ty always talk about KD's not good. I think it's wrong. You want to say a card's better than him, sure. But saying KD's not good, like, KD can freaking cook. And you can get a KD for under 100K, like 90K, 70K now. Because of the crash, he's really solid value. Larry Hughes up next. I'd probably go B tier for Larry Hughes. I don't think he's on a better value than Cade Cunningham, but overall, he's another good point guard that you can get for cheap. Who, if you want him, he can get the shots up, he can defend. He defends better than Cade Cunningham. So overall, I like the B tier list for him, and I like it. Kyron Butler up next. I had another B tier. I have everybody in B tier currently, but there's a lot of B tiers currently. I put a lot of B tiers. I always want to find someone that's in the A tier, but Kyron Butler is really good. Maybe I'll move him later if I get too many B tiers. But Kyron Butler is just, like, he has a good jumper, good defense. Overall, he's a solid card in my team for a card. He's decent. Gilbert Arenas up next. I don't think Gilbert Arenas is, at this stage, I think he has to go into F tier. I don't think he offers more than De'Aaron Fox at this stage in the game. And it's just like, I don't even mind Gilbert Arenas, but he's not better than De'Aaron Fox. And I don't think he's better than him. So overall, I think Gilbert Arenas need to just be packed up. There's a lot of good pink diamonds in this game anyways. Gilbert Arenas should just get off your lineup, in all honesty. Richard Jefferson is garbage. I'm sorry if you're using him. Get help. Brad Miller has default big. Like, what are you doing with that card? Like, put him in F tier. I'm sorry. Why are you using a card with default big? Like, why? Why are you putting yourself using a card in default big? Like, what are you doing? What are you overall doing? Darnell Dawkins. Y'all told me to get it right. I got his name right, so y'all don't be saying, oh, you're wrong. I probably rank him in D tier. He's not that great. I think Brian Beck is better than Darnell Dawkins, though. Just be they're on the same limit. They're on the same, really. If he had a good jump shot, Brian Beck would be interesting. But Luke Dumars at this stage in the game, F tier. The card don't play. Not that good. I just put him there because some people will run, but for defense, he's not worth running. There's many defensive point guards you can get for 10K now. Dumars has no place in my team anymore. He doesn't even play in salary cap. Brandon Ingram is still a 6'10 small 4. I'll put him in D tier. Like, Brandon Ingram can still do his job on the court. I don't think he's nothing special, but I think he's. I don't think. Can Brian Beck play small forward? Yeah, he can. I don't think he's better than Brian Beck. I don't think he's better. I'm putting him F tier. I'm probably go B minus. I'll go B minus for Brandon Ingram. I think Brian Beck's a little bit better, but I think they're in the same tier. Tim Thomas. People I know 2 years ago, Splash was cooking with him. He was nice, but it's time to give up on Tim Thomas. Dude is garbage. LeBron James up next, S tier. He is, like, still supreme. The fact that I saw him for 135K yesterday is crazy value. Like, really, really good value if you want to talk about value. Like, he is so good in this game. Peja Stojakovic overall. Okay, Peja Stojakovic. Gerald Green. Gerald Wallace, Gerald Wallace is, like, C tier. He's, like, he does his job shooting, but, like, I'm just thinking about, like, the pink diamonds that are budget and they're good. Does the Gerald Wallace stack up? I don't know, really. I don't know if he really stacks up as good, really, anymore. I'm probably going to have to say C tier. I'll go C tier for now, but I'll keep it as C tier. Peja Stojakovic up next. I'm ranking Peja at this stage in the game D tier. He's not good. He still can hoop the same way Brandon Ingram can hoop, but he's not good in this game. Drazen, I had to put him in S tier, but I don't dislike Drazen in this game. I think Drazen has a really good release. He just stat-wise is away from being really good, because he has good stuff going for him in this game. And I actually do like Drazen in this game. I don't even dislike the card, even from season 1. But it's like, bro, give him a new card too, okay? Drazen, that's the only reason I include him, because Drazen needs a new card. Giannis Antetokounmpo up next. It's hard. I'll probably go C tier for Giannis. I'm just not that high on Giannis. You can get Giannis for 40K, right? Is he worth it? My personal opinion, no, because at least the Galaxy Opal one has a little bit higher three-pointer. Even though I don't like the jumper, it has a little higher, can help you shoot. I just don't think the pink diamond that's really that great in my team overall. I just don't think he's that good in my team. At this stage in game, I think he's better than Darnell Dawkins, maybe. Maybe he's better than Brian Beck. Brian Beck was interesting, but yeah, Nick Van, yeah, this card is horrible. I thought it would be interesting, but he made his jumper completely trash. No sigs. He is garbage. Absolute dirt. CJ McCollum, he has shots crossover, but he doesn't play 6'3". Just not going to hoop. Can't dunk, really. He's not going to be any value. Michael Jordan up next, pink diamond. At this point, the release is just too baited. He has to go in F tier. Even though I don't even think Jordan sucks in this game. It's just the jumper not being on very quick holds MJ back, really. I do think he's personally better than T-Mac, but I don't think any of them are better than anybody at D tier. So overall, we're going to go right there. Kyle Korver up next, A tier. I think I've got a first A tier, at least, on this list. Kyle Korver is amazing. He's really, really, really good. I don't know what Ty's talking about his normal spend. I was watching this video. He said that he can't green with Kyle Korver. Skill issue, baby. That's a skill issue. But Lou Hudson up next. Lou Hudson has a really good release. He has a real. I'd probably go B tier because he reminds me of Wesley Matthews overall. But Lou Hudson's actually a really good gem of the game card. He's really, really solid in the game. Cade Cunningham up next. Probably, I don't want so many S tiers. A tier for Cade Cunningham at this stage in the game. Because there might be some bad. Cade, I feel like Cade has to be S. But I feel like A tier is perfect for Cade Cunningham. I think he has to come down on the list a little bit because of the point guard position growing. But he is overall size, a big wingspan. Still going to be really good. I probably need to go S tier for Cade Cunningham. We'll see how the rest of the list goes. And if I move him, I probably will move him. But we got to see how the rest of the list goes and stuff like that. Kelly Tribeca. Kelly's not even bad for, like, you can get Kelly for so cheap. And I thought I clicked off materials. I'm about to cry. But Kelly is so overall decent in this game. And he's just really, really, really good. So, in my humble opinion, I think Kelly Tribeca has to go at A tier. Even Denny just has to. Like, he's 6'6", but he offers defense a little bit. He still has a fast jumper. I think he's better than Caron Butler and Wesley Matthews. So I'm going A tier for him, really. And yeah, that's why I'm going to have to move Cade to S tier, in all honesty. I'm going to have to move Cade to S tier. Like, he's just going to have to be there for now. Next, we got Tyler Hero. I'm just not a fan of Tyler Hero. I don't think I'm putting him in D tier. I think he's all right. Fun card. Not that good. I use them. Just not good in my team. Chris Kaman. I never disliked Chris Kaman overall. I'm ranking Chris Kaman probably in C tier. I still like Chris Kaman more than, yeah, I just do. I don't buy Chris Kaman. Chris Kaman still gets the job done on the court. I still think he's an average pink diamond if you need a center. I think there's better centers you can buy for the same price tag though, but I wouldn't, there's better options. But yeah, Antonio Walker has a good jumper, but about that, he's just D tier. He's just D tier at this stage. He's not good, not great, not even crazy. He's all right. Paul Arson has a good release, but he's too undersized at this point. He's gonna have to go at D tier really for the shooting guard position. Like Ron Artest, I love this card. Look, I think Ron Artest goes in S tier. Like, I think he goes in S tier because someone told me you can get Ron Artest for 13K MT, and he's one of your best paying diamonds. Like, I did 400 TTO park games, did my 15-game streak with Ron Artest. Ron Artest is a freaking hooper. He's a top 10 shooting guard, in my humble opinion, and he is well worth his MT. As time keeps going on, Ron Artest continues to hoop. He was for more than my $400 Vince Carter. Like, Ron Artest is a dog in this game, and I will not let anyone take that away. He is a dog in this game overall. Dennis Johnson up next. I think Dennis Johnson A tier. I think Dennis Johnson a little bit better than Cade Cunningham because he provides more defense, has a fast jumper. He can get the job done on the court, really. I think the Pink Diamond Cade. I feel like the Pink Diamond Cade. Let me just look real quick. I might like defense on hidden the gem of the game one. Did they do it justice? They do this one justice on defense. He only got bronze, but he can get challenger. He can get. I think he's badge good enough in the tier wise, being 6'6". I think you can move Cade up to A tier overall. I think my list, I should move Cade to A tier. Yeah, Cade just moved to A tier with Dennis Johnson. I think that's pretty good overall. Jamal Murray's not good in this game. I don't know why he's ranked high on lists. He's garbage. D tier. The dude absolutely stinks. He's not good. Heard his release is good, like on his actual base, but his upper kind of ruins it. He has no value in this game whatsoever and should be a D, probably F tier in all honesty. I don't see the value of this card. I think Tyler Hero's better than him. I think Tyler Hero's better than him, so I'm going like that. Akeem Olajuwon up next. Probably go A tier for Akeem Olajuwon. I think Akeem's still a good power forward. I just don't think he's on the S tier. I don't think Akeem's better than Reese Lucas. But then again, they're like different positions really. But yeah, I think overall I'm going A tier for Hakeem Olajuwon. Next we got Greg Oden. I'm putting Greg Oden in S tier. I think for value wise, you can get him for under 100K. He's one of your best pink diamond centers that you can buy really. And I think he's really good value. So I think Greg Oden sort of price. I'm not even saying he's on the Wemby level, but he's S tier for what he costs, under 100K. Value-wise, he is 100. He is well worth his coin. So I'm putting Gray Oden in that S tier overall. I think he's better than Hakeem Olajuwon. I really do. I really do like Gray Oden. He's better than David Robinson. I don't care what Ty says or anyone says. Or Jason. Any tier list says he's better. Douglas Alexander, I'm still putting him in A tier. I still don't care. Get a countdown shot with badges. He's still going to get the job done. Especially, like, he's going to get it done, even as a countdown card. Overall, going to be really great for you. Bronny James, just let him go, man. Let Bronny go. Man sucks. Same with Cat. Let him both go. Just because I get you a fan of him and you like him in IRL, but, man, just let him go. He absolutely stinks. It's time to let go and just accept defeat. Karl Malone, Devin Booker. We'll rank Devin Booker up next. Devin Booker is probably, is he better than Cade at this point? I gotta go S tier, because Devin Booker can still cook. This guy's one smooth release. He's probably under 100K. If you can get him, he's a really good pink diamond. So I gotta go S tier for Devin Booker overall. Sam Jones got John Wall base, which is interesting. But he has, like, I don't know, like, is he C or A? Or B tier? Because Sam Jones has interesting things going for him as a pink diamond. But he has like 66, 5, still 50 in tier. I can't go high on him. Even though he has a really good base, I'm going to have to go down on Sam Jones. Which just sucks to say, because Sam Jones is an interesting card. But, you know, it's just, he's going to have to go D tier just because of that defense. And I like Sam Jones overall. He's just disappointing. So overall, I'm going D tier for Sam Jones up next. Cliff Haggins, probably D tier too. Cliff Haggins is overall F tier. Probably he has a good release, but at this point, good defense. He has good badges, but his 6'4" shooting guard, he's not even a bad card overall. It's just, I put him in D tier. I don't think he's overall bad. Rashard Lewis need to go to. I see people use him. Not good at all. Like, why are you using Rashard Lewis? Doesn't make any sense. Overall, doesn't make sense. Magic Johnson up next. Magic's not good in this game. If you got the dark matter, use him. You got the pink diamond, don't ever touch Magic Johnson. You will struggle online. He's not good on that version. Normal shot timing is not helping him. He is overrated, not good. Earl Monroe's interesting. I think Earl Monroe's actually a good card. I think he's a good overall point guard. He has everything he needs overall for a 6. Like, he has a good jumper. He has a dunk. He has defense. Overall, Earl Monroe is a very interesting gem in the game card. Like, I don't even think he's overall bad. Other than the block rating and maybe 70 in tier, I'd probably go B tier for Earl Monroe. I don't think Earl Monroe, I think he provides the same level as Drew Holiday. Maybe I'm gassing it and going crazy, but I don't think Earl Monroe is a bad card in this game. Karl Malone up next, going D tier for Karl Malone. He can just hit his shots, do his thing, but that's about it for Karl Malone. LaMelo Ball absolutely stinks in this game. Never clutched LaMelo Ball. Not good. Billy Cunningham, same too, is absolutely awful in this game. Doesn't need to discuss more. Like, people gas LaMelo Ball. Like, he's good on old gen. I get he's S tier old gen, but on new gen, he's useless. He's useless. I'm sorry. The dude has a slow eye. You might be good and don't mean he good. Sometimes, you know. Rudy Gay up next, S tier. Rudy Gay is an elite S tier card. Like, he is really, really, really good. I just don't, is he better? I gotta put him S tier for value wise. You don't want to put Korver S tier, but I love Kyle Korver a lot. But Korver defense is what holds him back, so I'm going S tier for him. Chris Middleton doesn't have a driving dunks, but I think Chris Middleton still provides probably C tier level. Like, Chris Middleton is C over, like, Lou Hudson got a way faster release than him in my opinion, so I'm going C tier for Chris Middleton. And I don't mind Chris Middleton, but overall, he's just a cone, does a job on the court, gonna play defense, but yeah, that's about it. Porzingis up next, gotta go S tier. He has a phenomenal release, 7'2", gonna get that job done, and you can get him for 100K coins or under 100K points at this point. So in my opinion, he is a S tier card. So yeah, I think he has to go S tier. Next is Dominique Wilkins. I don't even hate him, but he's just F tier. He's just, that's sucks. Same with Mashburn. What does Mashburn do on the court that y'all like? Seriously, what does Mashburn do in this game that y'all honestly like? In this game, like, Mashburn, what does he do overall? He is useless, doesn't play overall. Big Z up next. I think Big Z is B tier. I think you gotta put him B tier. He's like 70 speed, but he has the same speed as dang near as Wemby. I'm going A tier for Big Z. I think he's on better than Akeem Olajuwon. So overall, I'm going A tier for Big Z. I just can't go higher than I think he's. I think like if it was like a actual length, I mean, a Big Z be like A and Akeem be A minus, just in my opinion. But overall, Jerry Stackhouse, which is upper, makes his base really good enough to green. I'm ranking him in B tier. I think Jerry Stackhouse still can provide for you, and I think he's a cheap pink diamond too. And he's a really good pink diamond. Same with Big Z and Akeem Olajuwon. They're really cheap as well. And Kelly's like, I think like under 20K, which I mean, ranking these cards, like you can look like you can get shot for a good price. I heard these 40K coins or even under that. I mean, there's a lot of good value here. John Stark is useless. Do not buy him. He is terrible. The fact that he was ever being gassed up, I don't know what we're smoking, I don't know what we're drinking, but it just is what it is. Next, we got Arnold Griffin. He's 6'4". He has a fast release, so I don't dislike him. Has a drive and dunk. I think he isn't a bad card. I just don't think he's a good card, really. So overall, I think you put him in the same level as Caldwell. So I think C tier is perfect. Alex Sarr, in my opinion, is S tier. Alex Sarr is a really good pink diamond. You see him up for a snipe with super packs or out goal by him. He is so good. He's at least like 40. I think he's like 30 side. He didn't really go down as much, but card is really solid in my team. He's really good. George McGinnis up next. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think I go C tier for Kareem. Kareem. I go B tier for Kareem. I think Kareem's better than Johnson. There's not many center positions in B tier. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is crazy in B tier. That's his longevity. He's been so good. He can still hoop, shoot his shots, defend at a high level. Kareem is still a very high level center in his game, still to this day. And yeah, I think he's good. Danny Granger up next, C tier. I don't think he's better than Brandon Ingram, but I don't think he's better than Wesley Matthews, so, or Kyron Butler. So I think perfect here for him. I just wish he had better defense overall, but he does the job done. Lillard, I like Lillard for offline purposes because he is an offline card, really. I don't think Lillard is a bad card, so I'm ranking him in a D tier overall for Damian Lillard. Terry Dischanger up next. We're ranking him at S tier. Terry Dischanger is really good, and for a pink diamond, if he's under 25K, go get Terry Dischanger. He is a really good pink diamond in this game, and you will have success with Terry Dischanger. Up next is Kyrie Irving. I don't mind him, C tier. Don't mind Kyrie in this game. I like Kyrie in this game personally, so I don't mind Kyrie Irving really in this game overall. Kevin Martin, Jim Jackson. Jake Jackson's interesting. Jim Jackson to me better than Trolley. I think he's on the same level. So, you know, Jim Jackson, can he play point guard? He can't play point guard, though. Can't play point guard, though. I still put him B tier. He has a good enough release. Gets the job done. Jim Jackson, he's a good price on the auction house. He's a solid pink diamond. So, still, I'm going B tier for Jim Jackson. Connie Hawkins is another good pink diamond, too, that plays really good. I'm probably going A tier for Connie Hawkins. I think he's a little bit underrated. A lot of people don't talk about him. But he is a really good pink diamond card. So, overall, A tier for Connie Hawkins. Really, in all honesty, I'm going A tier. I don't care. Stephon Castle up next. Where's Stephon Castle? I'll rank him early. We really haven't got to the playoff cards really what some of y'all want to see. I think you gotta put Stephon Castle in. Is Stephon Castle better than Cade Cunningham? I don't think so. But it's just, I think he is in that. I think he's better than. Why is Reggie Theus in A tier? Like, what the? I thought that was Dennis Johnson. Oh my god, get him that. Oh my god, he was there for most of the list. Oh my god, people are gonna think I had Reggie Theus. Oh god, that was supposed to be Dennis Johnson. Excuse me. I made a mistake. Oops, wrong guy. Wrong. I think Scavin Castle's really good, actually. He has really good defense, really good driving dunk. I think him and Cade can hoop together, though. I just feel like he's a great lock overall. His jumper's isn't as great as some like Cade Cunningham. So I think A tier for Stephon Castle is good personally. And I think he is really good in this game. And I think Dennis Johnson's probably going to have to come down if I have Stephon Castle. I think Stephon Castle's better than Dennis Johnson, but overall, I just think he is. I think Shaw and them are on the same level. So, yeah, I think that works out pretty good overall. Next up, we got Stephon Marbury or Star Marbury. You're just not that good. Steve Smith, your release is baited a little bit. Kevin Martin, not good either. Just trash. Garbage, I mean, at this point. It's a lot. I said, even though I try to make this list shorter, like Walt Frazier, I still gotta include him because people use him and people gas him up. And Walt Frazier, another trash can that exists. I mean, I don't know why he exists. He's so bad in this game, so bad. I'm gonna rank Frank Wagner. I'm also gonna rank his diamond card just cause you can't buy this Frank Wagner really. I'd probably go B tier for that Frank Wagner maybe, and then for this Frank Wagner, probably go. The diamond one. I probably go C tier. Overall, I think that's how I'm gonna rank it with Frank. So overall, I think he's C tier. So yeah, I think that's how we'll list it. That's how we'll list it though. So yeah, that's how we do it. Dr. J. If Dr. J's going 3 on 200K now, he's under that, and he is so impressive. One of your best pink diamonds in the whole game. He's gonna be phenomenal on the court for you. He is. The fact that he's that cheap is crazy. Paul George up next. Where would I rank Paul George? I don't think Ron George is better than Ron Artest. I have to use him more and more. I think Paul George's point falls to A tier. I think Paul George's SIGs aren't as good as some people. Like, I don't think he's better than Ron Artest. Which I think Paul George is very good. I just don't think he's better than Ron Artest. I don't think he's better than Rudy Gay at this stage. I like Paul George. I just don't think he's better than those guys. It's just, even though he costs more, I think Ron Artest is more underrated and better. So I'm going S tier, even though that would make him the second best shooting guard on the list. So I guess we'll see how the list goes. But right now, I'm saying A tier for Paul George, which I'm probably going to have to move to S tier. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Luka Doncic is no good F tier at this point. He's still 6'7", but he sucks. He sucks. Joakim Noah, I don't even mind Joakim Noah still to this day B tier. I always didn't mind Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah is a solid power forward center. He probably went down a little bit, but he still is solid in this game. I always have him on the same level as Kareem, so I don't have an issue with Joakim Noah. I'm ranking him in that B tier. Glenn Rice, I'm ranking him S tier. I think Glenn Rice provides a great release, takes a good jumper. He's only 1 inch shorter than LeBron James, the best small forward in the game. So, you know, in my humble opinion, I think he's good like that. Adam Morrison, I like Adam Morrison. I'm ranking him in A tier. I always forget him and mention my auction out thing, but he's like under 40K. Card is decent if he's under that price. Like, Card is really good. I've seen Fitz use him. Shout out to him. He's doing the 2K tour. He lost, but he was using them and he was cooking with them still, even though for a loss. Wilkes doesn't have a bad release. He has a good release, I think. But he's a small forward at this point. He's C tier. Just because he's small forward, he has no use in this game and probably not going to play that great. Larry Keenan's a little bit underrated. Larry Keenan is an underrated card. I think Larry Keenan can go as high as 8. I think Larry Keenan, very cheap small forward for the value. For 10K MT, he's going to be really good for you. I think Larry Keenan, maybe I'm gassing it, but I think he's literally really, really good. So I think he is really good in the game. So next up, we got Zach LaVine. At this point, I think he has to fall to A tier as well. So we differentiate, so we don't have a million point guards at S tier. I think he has to go to A tier with Stephon Castle at this point, and they already K-cutting him, which I think Zach LaVine's really fire. I just don't think he's better than K-cutting Devin Booker. I think those guys are leading in S tier currently, and we just gotta like stay to that and true to that. Scottie Pippen, I don't like Scottie in game overall. E tier for Scottie Pippen. I just don't like Scottie Pippen. I wouldn't suggest him to anyone. His jumper on normal's broken to me. I just don't like him. Same with D-Rob. I don't like him either. I think D-Rob is E tier at this point. D-Rob is not that great for a pink diamond. And I haven't liked the oval one, don't like the pink diamond one. So it just, there McDaniel's pink diamond. If you didn't get the diamond one, he's a solid A tier. Like, he's a solid pink diamond. If you need Xavier McDaniels and you didn't get the previous one, he offers a lot on the court. But I mean, that's just my humble opinion though. So overall, I think A tier is fine for him. Richard Hamilton is not going to be no good. He's F tier. Just not great. George McGinnis, probably goes E tier for George McGinnis. Has a good enough release, but no shooting badges. You gotta have to badge him out. He's undersized at power forward position. I just don't see enough value there with him to rate him any higher. On this list. Next up, we got Pink Diamond Bio on the list. And he's S tier in my opinion, because for the value, what he's worth, I mean, he is S tier. He is really good in this game. Overall, I think he's really, 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 really good. And like I said, he's really nice. So I think S tier for Bio is really good in this game. I think he's really solid. Klay Thompson, at this point, he's D tier. Klay Thompson is just undersized. Not good at this point in the game. And he's just not going to cut it. Not undersized, but like he just can't dunk at this point. So what are we doing? Zach Edey up next. I think Zach Edey also goes in A tier. He's really, really, really good. It's just that speed holds him back from making him great. But he's a really good center. There's a lot of good A tier centers. It's just a lot of them are on the slower end, which is hilarious, but at a center position. But you know, that's just the way of Cook combos. Jerry Lucas is 6'9" power forward, but he's actually quite solid. I'm going B tier for Jerry Lucas. I don't think he's better than Akeem at the 4 position or anybody at the 4, but I think he still provides good defense. He's 6'9", it's a good release. I do like Jerry Lucas in this game. I think he's a solid overall card in this game, so I'm going there. Moses Malone still has a good jumper. Low 3-pointer, though, at this stage in the game. I just don't think that's going to cut it anymore. I'm going F tier for Moses Malone. Sorry, Moses Malone, you're just not it anymore. Eddie Jones, I don't dislike Eddie Jones. I still really like Eddie Jones. But I'm probably going to have to go, like, I think he always been better than Caron Butler to me. Like, he has Pro 2 leaner. He has a good jumper. I always really liked Eddie Jones still, and I'm still going to keep it that way. Really, he's probably going to be cheap. He's still a really good pink diamond, good release. I still like Eddie Jones in this. I probably got to put him in B tier just because I don't have that many shooting guards in A tier, so I think we're cool to put Eddie Jones there. I think we're cool to put Eddie Jones. I do like Eddie Jones in this game. Like, keep mentioning Mattis. Mattis is actually very good. Mattis for a pink diamond is really good small forward. Look at small forwards I got. LeBron. I can't put him in the same list as him. I put him in the same list as Adam Morrison. He is a really phenomenal pink diamond overall. And I think he's a A tier pink diamond. So, you know what? I'm going A tier for him. Next up, we got James Harden. Just sucks. If he's not Dark Matter Harden, he's useless. Trae Young, just fun, but useless. Allen Houston's interesting. I mean, a little bit interesting for Allen Houston. I think he's like C tier. Allen Houston is like C. He's alright. He does the job a little bit, but he's alright. But next up, we got Tom Henson. Tom Henson has good stats. He's undersized. I'd probably go D tier for Tom Henson. Like, I don't even think Tom Henson a bad card overall looking at stats. I can't go any higher than that. I just can't. He's like 6'9". He's undersized a little bit. Next up, we got, and he's just like, he's 6'9", but like no, I think he's 6'7". Excuse me. I didn't mean to say 6'9". John Morant up next. D tier. I still don't think John Morant you could put him in depth because he's on the same level as De'Aaron Fox. So I can't put him completely in F tier, but I feel like he's at this point outdated. Guarding the other Bob Magu. I mean, he's still good value. I'm ranking this one in B tier. I still think Bob Magu's overall solid pink diamond. It's just a dark matter. Galaxy 01 you can grind for. It's very quick. So why use this one doesn't make sense. Just get working on domination. And in my opinion, Spreewell's garbage. John Elliott has an alright release. It's still good. It's just nothing crazy though. I'd probably go C tier for him. I don't think he's anything special. More and more I see about him, I don't think he's anything really that special. Kevin Love up next. Probably D tier for Kevin Love. Kevin Love can cook a little bit, but that's about it. Joel Embiid overall, probably going A tier for him. I think Joel Embiid's good. I just don't think he's better than the Wemby's, the Porzingis, the cards like that. But I think you could put Embiid in A tier overall because I think he's better than Loki. Akeem Olajuwon might got to come down on this list because I don't think he's better than Akeem. Like once, I mean, I have to differentiate these centers somehow. You know what I mean? Because we have too many centers. We got too many centers in A tier at this point. We got like 5 centers. Which he's still, like, for the center, Akeem Olajuwon is probably better as a level. So I think that's honestly a smart choice. Julian Strawberry, I actually do think he's a good shooting guard. I'll put him more in B tier. Like, I don't think he's better than Eddie Jones. But I think he's better than Kelly. I mean, he is a really good pink diamond. Don't get that twisted. Dude is really, 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 really. I'm going him in A tier. He's really good. He's a really good pink diamond. So you know what? I'm putting him in as A tier right now for Strawberry. Next up, Michael Beasley. One of your best S tier small forwards in the game. Really, really good. He is an S tier. The card is absolutely phenomenal. He is elite in this game. So overall, I'm ranking him there. Brandon Miller up next. Another good pink diamond overall. And he is A tier. A tier for Brandon Miller. Really good card. Shoots the ball good. Defends well. He is a solid pink diamond. Grady D is D tier. C tier overall. I think it's the same way. You can bring him same C tier. I don't think he's B tier. I think that'll be a little too high. But overall, I think Grady D is on D tier. So yeah. Coleman, I really do like him as a pink diamond. I'm standing by. I'm standing on business. A tier. I'm standing on business on this. I still like him for a pink diamond card. I think he's a really phenomenal. I don't care what the shrimp says. He has a good enough jumper, good enough defense. I think he's a really solid pink diamond for you can get for cheap. Who's really good. Same with him and Castle. I think they're both really good for the price. Hornacek is just not that good. Game. Jalen Williams is undersized, so F tier at this point in the game. David Thompson, he's a good dunker. I don't mind David Thompson. He's 6'4", but he has a high driving dunk, which is nice at the shooting guard position. I would probably put C tier just because he's undersized, but I don't mind, honestly. I don't mind them, honestly. So I think C tier. I think Jerry Stackhouse a little bit better than him overall. If he could play point guard, it'd be more interesting, but Yao Ming is F tier overall. It's just been going for a long time, so make sure to hit the like. We're ranking all of these cards. Jerry Sloan up next. We got A tier on, that's too high. C tier. Probably C tier for Jerry. Nah, B tier. Jerry Sloan's B tier. Jerry Sloan's a good shooting guard. He's Pro 2 laner. I like the card. I think he's solid. So overall, C tier. Next, we got Roy up next. Roy's not good at this stage. He is a D tier. Royce really stinks. I don't know why people are gonna gas up Royce. Someone was trying to buy him for 100K. Thank goodness 2K stopped you from buying him for 40 Hall of Fame badge. The dude stinks. Okay, Roy is not good in my team. Overall, I gotta jump real quick so I can't put him in garbage anymore, but he is not good in my team. This guy on the Trailblazers isn't even bad. He has a 90 driving dunk. I put him in C tier shooting guard. He ain't even bad stat-wise. He actually looks good stat-wise, but Collins, whatever that guy's name is. But Derek White at this point, probably B tier. I think you got to put him in B tier just because of his jump shot, his shooting, his defense. He still provides for you. Just not a high driving dunk anymore, but kind of a setting. Gary Payton up next. I don't even think Gary Payton's a bad pink diamond. I'll still go C tier. I don't think you better try it. It's crazy that Gary Payton is still C tier at this point in the game. He came out season 1, but what must I say? He's a really good pink diamond. Scoot Henderson up next. I think Scoot falls in that B tier category. He falls in the C tier. Like, I actually do like Scoot Henderson, though. I do like Scoot, but we have to differentiate who's the best, and I think Scoot probably falls in the B, and Stephen Castle and Cole are better, so I would put him in the B tier. So right there, Leonard Miller release got nerfed, probably D tier for Leonard Miller. Nothing special about Leonard Miller at this point, so I'm going D tier overall for him. Dwight Howard is a good pink diamond. It's just defensively wise, I'm still probably gonna say I still think he's comparable to Darnell Dawkins. I don't think he's that great. I'd probably go C. I'd probably go C tier for Dwight Howard. I just don't like Dwight that much in this game because of his jumper, but overall, get the job done. Dave is alright. He has good speed. He has good stats. I think he's like 6'7", though. 6'7". I'd probably go D tier for Dave. I don't mind him. I just think he's D tier overall, so yeah, I think he is a D tier. Next up, we got Jared Solinger up next. Jared Solinger is probably going all the way up in B tier. Like, really solid defense. The only thing I say is perimeter defense holds him back, really. But other than that, what does a card not do? And he might go to A tier because there's not really many power forwards on this at the center list, really. And I'm looking down, even looking at overall. I don't even see many centers. So I'm actually going to have to go A tier because he has such a fast release. I feel like you kind of have to. I think I'm going to have to go A tier for Jared Solinger, so might be gassing it, but I think he's overall good. Michael Cooper's a good budget card you can get for cheap overall, so honestly, I'm ranking Michael Cooper in at the B tier, so yeah, I like Michael Cooper in this game. Next, we got Kawhi Leonard, and I like Kawhi Leonard in this game still as a pink diamond. He's phenomenal. I think Kawhi Leonard falls in that A tier category. He's still a really good pink diamond. And he absolutely still hoops to this day. So overall, I really do like Kawhi Leonard. I'm ranking him in at A tier. Tyrese, I don't know why people use him. He sucks. Bol Bol is just a disappointing card overall. As time went on, we started to see with Bol Bol. I'm putting him in at, like, would I rather have Bol Bol or Giannis on the court? I think I have to go C tier for Bol Bol. I don't think Bol Bol is better than Kareem or Hakeem. I don't. I think Bol Bol was a letdown. Honestly, more and more I played with him, I kept seeing, I had fun the first gameplay, but then more and more I broke him down. He is just disappointing in this game overall. Bol Bol was a really disappointing card. Next, we got Shai Alexander up next. He's S tier, even at this point in the game for pink diamonds. He's an amazing pink diamond, so he's gonna be really, really good for you. Derek Lively up next. I don't like his jumper, really D tier. I don't think he's that great anymore. Kevin Garnett, people hyped up the Dark Matter, has the same exact sig. They didn't care about the other one. So, I mean, F tier. People didn't even like him. Zach up next. Zachary's actually really good. He's just a 6'10" tall guy. I think he's B tier. I think he could be better if he had better jumper. He could be higher, but overall, I think he just gives you height, gives you that job. Mikal Bridges isn't good in this. Isn't good on next gen. I probably still put him C tier. I just not that high on Mikal. You still play shooting guard, but is not in it for him. I think Jaquez Johnson is probably like this list overall. Saliva, I'm probably gonna say Saliva F tier. So Calvin Nat up next. I know they've been going 40 minutes, but Calvin Nat is a B tier. I don't mind Calvin Nat. Calvin Nat gets I probably go C. I go B tier. Calvin Nat's decent. Calvin Nat's overall decent. I like him more than J.R. Wallace. So overall, I think he's B tier. John Kemp is an interesting one. He's not even bad personally, but he's not better than Bobo at this point. I probably still put him low C tier, but I still think he's C. He just, John Kemp's not that greatest in the world. Paul Millsap is just trash for this point. What he's offering isn't enough. Dave Billups is trash too. Useless. Is a useless card at this point. Roger Rondo, put him in D tier. I don't mind Rondo. Rondo has a good release, so I still respect Rondo. Keldon Johnson really sucks. I know that based off of history. His jumper just always stinks in 2K, so it just does. And Mutombo up next. Probably C tier. This Mutombo's still a big body in the paint. He's not going to be bad, so I still like him. Chris Paul is outdated. E tier. He's just an outdated point guard. Carson Wallace is actually a really good point guard. I'm ranking him in at B tier overall. I like Carson Wallace. I think you can put him in the same level with Derek White, Geraldo. I think he's really solid in this game. Next, we got Moses Moody, undersized, D tier. Buddy Hield is just sucks. Dalton sucks. Jimmy Butler ain't that bad, actually. Jimmy Butler's interesting. Jimmy Butler's very, very interesting of a card. I would rank Jimmy Butler in at D tier. So, Mullen is absolute dirt. I don't know why he gets gassed up. And Cameron Johnson, I'm ranking him at D tier. But we did the whole entire list. Oh my goodness gracious. This whole list, and like I said, you can check the price of these cards. A lot of them are cheap. A lot of them are really, 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 really cheap. And you can make it a little bit smaller so you can see a little bit of the side. A little bit of you see everything. I know my face cam's a little bit off. Let me put my face cam right back on. And this is my list personally. Let me know if you agree. You disagree though, but I think this is a really good list. Overall, I think this is a solid list. I think Paul just probably needs up, but it's alright. You know, it is a good list overall. I think it's a solid. And I think this displays the best cards in the game. There's like so many cards in F tier. Goodness gracious. But I had to include them, but I think he's the best pink diamonds, so go look for them on the auction house. I think they're really good in this game, and I think they will hoop for you. So yeah, I'll see you on the next My Team video. And give me a